Hey, what's up guys? Mike Red Fox. In this video, we're going to test the hash rates of the RTX 3080 Ti. Alright, there she is, Gigabyte Vision RTX 3080 Ti. Pretty sick looking card. I really like the all white and silver it's got there, with just the simple LEDs for the Gigabyte logo. Looks really good. So I've been mining Ethereum on it for a little bit now. Figured we get this one out of the way since we know it's a limited hash rate. And you can see I'm getting 64 mega hash with those overclocks and MSI Afterburner. And that's pulling in the software about 225 watts, which is accurate. You can see what we're pulling full system at the wall there. So obviously this card's limited in Ethereum, and if it gets unlocked, maybe that means this thing gets 130 mega hash. That is yet to be seen. But if we take the Ethereum numbers that we can get and we throw them into what to mine here with 10-cent electric rate, and we hit calculate, you can see this GPU is still taking home $3.64 a day after the electricity, which, I mean, profit is profit, right? This card is expensive. Don't get me wrong, but profit is profit. So I'm going to test some other algorithms on this. I'll leave chapters to each one I'm going to test, so you can jump to the one that you're interested in. And if there's anything I didn't test, hop in my Discord and let me know, and I'll do some testing for you and see what kind of hash rates we get. But let's change up the algorithm here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, first one up is Ravencoin, and just look at that power meter. 400 watts full system. So that GPU is cooking right now. So let's see. We're getting 57 mega hash, over 57 mega hash, mining Ravencoin on this RTX 3080 Ti, which is insane. You can see the wattage are pulling 350 watts. I messed with these overclocks for a while, and really the best efficiency that I've found, let me know if it's different for you down in the comment section, is running this full power limit. You can see my core clock there, my memory clock there. I had to mess with this one quite a bit, because any change in either the memory, both up or down, really dropped my hash rate. It wasn't until I settled on this 900 that I was able to lock in that 57 mega hash. Now, one of the things I want to show you guys with Raven, since you really have to run it full power limit, and we ran into this when we were mining Raven when it moved to Kapow, is that the power it pulls through all the connectors here, whether you're talking the PCIe plugs on the top or the riser on the bottom there, is a lot more than it might be if you are typically running Ethereum, which is really power limited. So I'm in hardware info 64. And what I want to show you here specifically is the PCIe 12 volt, which is the riser, is pulling 62 watts right now. So what does that mean? Man, look at that, 57.62 mega hash. 61 watts is getting pulled off of that riser on the bottom there. If you're using any type of SATA connection, guess what? You're in for a bad time. Those are only rated for 54 watts. I'll leave a card on the top of this video to my GPU risers video to tell you a little bit more about that, but I'm using PCIe here. But that riser will be cooking right now if you're using SATA, based on how much that is pulling. And that's just the deal with Raven and the Kapow algorithm. All right, look at that, still going up. 57.63, killer, absolutely killer on this. Let's check out the profitability. So I put in 57 mega hash, 350 watts there. We'll calculate, and you can see how that stacks up here. We're making over $5 a day profit on 10-cent electric rate, mining Ravencoin on the Kapow algorithm on this RTX 3080 Ti. All right, mining right now is Ergo, and you can see I'm getting 271.5 mega hash at 274 285 watts on this 3080 Ti, which looks really, really good. Actually really impressed. Those are the overclocks I'm running here. It took me a while to dial it in. And you can see all the memory temperatures look really good. And I plug that into what's a mine here. And let's say calculate. And Ergo's coming up on top. Taking home, after electricity, $6.40 a day in profit, which is really impressive. I did not expect this GPU to do so well on Ergo, and that's the most efficient that I could get it. Any adjustments further down on the power limit was just a drastic drop off of hash rate, so I feel really good about that. So on to the next one. All right, as you can see, we're mining the MTP algorithm, which is Firo, and we're getting 7.21 mega hash, 314 watts. There's the power at the wall. And you can see the overclocks that I have here, which are pretty dialed in. That's the most efficient I could get this card, is bringing it down to 90 power limit, which is at that 314 watts. And that gives me, let's see, we'll calculate here on what's a mine, and you can see Firo down here bringing in for this GPU about 1 Firo a day as it stands right now making this video, which is a little over 4 cents in USD profit after electricity. All right, so that's Firo. On to the next one. All right, up next we got Conflux rolling. You can see this is the most efficient I got it. 98 mega hash at 314 watts, pretty much the same overclocks that I was using on Firo. Looks like this GPU really, at least for most of the algorithms I'm testing, is most efficient about 90% power limit. You can see the power at the wall remains about the same as it did on Firo. So with those results, this is where Conflux sits, making about $4.22 a day. Now, one of the things I did run into running this, when I was running it power limit at 100, and it was getting about 108 mega hash, that GPU junction temperature was hitting 110 with the fans at 80%. So Gigabyte again letting me down and this whole world down by using terrible thermal pads. So if you get this GPU, I would anticipate having to open it and replace the stock thermal pads just like we had to do on the RTX 3080s based on what I'm seeing so far here. But that is Conflux on the Octopus algorithm. And I think we're going to head over and do our last one. All right, last one is Flux. So I'm mining that at 79.4 solutions per second at 280 watts. Overclocks are a little different. I could pull down the power a bit more to get more efficient on this one. You can see the power it's pulling at the wall on the 3080 Ti. And lastly, let's see where that stacks up on what's a mine in our list of profitability. So you can see Ergo at the top there. And we got to scroll down a little bit. And even below Ethereum, which is limited on this card, there's Flux coming in last at $2.50 a day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to the computer. We'll look at that profitability a little bit more. We'll look at what break even or ROI might look like, and I'll give you some of my opinions on buying this GPU for mining. All right, here it is. That's the specific card that I got from Best Buy, this 3080 Ti Gigabyte Vision for $1,529. And here's all the numbers we were looking at that I put into what's a mine, and we'll calculate that again. And yeah, you can see, you know, Ergo coming up, most profitable to mine that directly. And then Ravencoin is next, along with, you can see some of the other currencies that I tested following. And I guess what we'll do just to determine my break even on this is we'll use Ergo since it's most profitable. And I'll put that I paid that $15.29 in here. And we got electric costs and all that built in. And looking like I can break even if I sold all that Ergo every single day at its exact current value. I could break even on that GPU in 215 days, which, I'll say it again, is really good in my opinion. I know it's not as great as it's been, but historically that is really good. And of course, got to keep into mind, which this doesn't take into account, which I talk about all the time, is that you also have this asset, that hardware that will hold future value as well. But this break even just takes into account how long that GPU would need to pay itself back. And then you still have this asset that's worth money and you're still coming out ahead. As well as there are other 3080 Ti's besides that one. So say you were lucky enough to get a Founders Edition card, $1199. Let's just put that in here and see if that reduces, how much that reduces our break even. So then you're down to 168 days, which is great. And maybe you don't want to mine Ergo. Maybe you want to mine something else. That's fine too. What even, I might do is throw it on NiceHash and just accumulate Bitcoin. I might throw it on Ravencoin. I'm not sure yet. It's definitely not going to be on Ethereum unless it gets unlocked at some point. But even taking Ethereum out of the equation, as things stand right now, I still think it's a pretty good buy. Personally, you might disagree. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you have one of these cards, any of the 3080 Ti's, and you've been doing some testing on it, let me know what kind of results you get. In comparison to the ones that I got. I just did limited testing on it, but still try to get everything as dialed in as I could. But yeah, guys, that's what I got for you in this video. That's the RTX 3080 Ti. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe for more content on GPU mining. Join my Discord if you want to chat or if you have any questions. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next video.